guys, welcome back. Last video we got our trunnion kit and rockers installed on our Junkyard 5.3, as well as built a tool and used it to prime the oiling system on this engine, and it actually worked out really well. Able to get oil to the top of all the rockers. Also been cleaning up some parts. I got the coil packs sitting there. We're cleaning those up, cleaning up and painting the little brackets for the coil packs as well. Just trying to get some little small things cleaned up so we can install on this engine and get it closer to getting it in that truck of mine. But I also mentioned too on that video that there are quite a few things around here that I need to jump on. I need to get them done and out from under me so I can move on to funner things like that Mustang, go-karts. But anyways, we are working on my daughter's 03 Dodge Ram. Now, I believe the last video I did on that truck is we installed a fuel pump on it, got it running for my second oldest, who has since then sold it to her younger sister in favor of a more family-friendly vehicle. And now she has got, the owner of this truck has now got her permit and getting ready to drive. And we can't very well send it down the road with a bashed up fender and no headlight, especially if she's just learning how to drive this thing. So I picked up this fender quite some time ago at the junkyard. I paid $25 for it. Also ordered a set of new headlights for her as well. But as you can see here on the fender, this little back bracket back here had broke and this edge is kind of torn. So I have drug out our welder. I'm gonna go ahead and get those guys welded up, kind of get it patched up real fast, spray with some rattle can primer, keep it from being so flimsy and hopefully not damage itself anymore. Then we'll go ahead, get the fenders swapped out on this truck. And for any of you that are wondering how to do it, I am going to show you where all the hardware is at, or at least what to look for, so you can replace the fender on these trucks. And we're going to go over how to install the headlights as well. So go ahead and get myself set up here, get this fender all welded up. That way we can start moving on to our truck. All right, fender is all welded up. As you can see here, it's not perfect by any means, but it is good enough. And as soon as I'm certain my kids will stop using these things as bumper cars, then I'll go back and fix all the little things. But until then, this is what we're getting. It's not tore, it's welded back together, so it should definitely be strong enough. So now what we're going to do, we're going to head on over here to the truck, and in order to get this guy off, we have got to get two 10 millimeters right here, right behind our bumper. I've also got, we got a 10 here, 13, 13. There's also a 10 underneath this guy here. We got to get the Phillips screw out of that. I've also got to get the wiper blade off. And if you're wondering how to get these things off, you can see down in there, there's this little tab right here. You got to push down. You can get your fingernail or a screwdriver in. That guy pulls up, and this thing should wiggle off. It's kind of difficult to do with one hand, but you can see that arm is out and that guy will pop up. There's also a 10 behind the fender right here. That is behind our inner fender, and we got to get one. That one is missing. 2 of these 8mm sheet metal screws out so we can get behind and get the bolt back behind there. Also gotta go ahead and get the 10 off the bottom of the fender there. Now I should be able to reach all the hardware on that fender to get it off. So I'll get you set up on the stand here. Go ahead and get that fender off that truck, and then we'll go ahead and see if there's any other damage or anything else we got to pull out before installing our new fender. So let's get to it. All right, fender is off, and I've looked over the truck, and so far it does not look like there is any other damage anywhere else. Here's that 10 right here that we had to pull off from underneath this guy. Here's the other 10 I was talking about, and of course the one under there. Boom. But if you look at everything, besides it being dirty, nothing looks to be bent, scraped, or out of place. The damage was right in this area, so that's good. Which means now I can go ahead and put this fender, our new fender, back on the truck. I do have to double check and make sure our bumper does not rub the tire while we're driving. Now the bumper is still pretty banged up, but I'm not really concerned with the bumper. As long as it's just out of the way and doesn't interfere with anything, it'll be fine. Like I said, they're just bumper cars. So yeah, now we'll go ahead and we'll get this fender put back on the truck, and that's basically just do everything you guys just saw in reverse. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it back on, get it bolted up, and then we'll be back and change out the headlights. All right, fender is all bolted up. Actually fits pretty decent up against the door and everything. So here's our gap between the fender and the door. Pretty decent. I mean, not too bad. Here's our repair spot right there. It does need a little bit of work, but fits up fairly nice. Lines up with the door here. Hood actually lines up pretty good too as well. Bumper's still a mess. That's all right, it does clear the tire. And I've gone ahead and already installed the light on the passenger side as well. That is plugged in, ready to go. So now all I have to do is hook up our driver's side. And basically, the only thing holding in the headlight are 2 10s right here. You've got another 10 up underneath here. There's a clip that clips in right here. So here's where the 2 10s would go. Here's where the third 10mm bolt ties into, and then it clips into this clip right here behind the light. Here are our plugs. This one would be running turn signal. And here is our high-low beam plug. So now I'll go ahead, get set up on the little stand here. We'll install our driver's side light, and then I will show you guys how to adjust them. Now there is a special tool that does it. Actually, on most lights, there's little spots on these things where the tool sits on, and then it has a level and everything. But I'm just going to show you a quick and easy way to do this and what size tool you need to adjust them. So anyways, let's get the driver's side headlight installed, and then we'll move on to testing and adjusting our lights. All right, headlights, there we go. Headlights are installed. They are on and working. Now, we are going to use a T20 Torx to adjust our lights. And I'm using actually the door of my shop to help me figure out where the lights are pointed. So you can see one, we're gonna use the nails here as a line. So you can see this light, passenger side light, is below the nails. Driver's side light is above the nails. So we're going to aim both lights right in the middle of both that line. We're going to leave it there, and of course, you know, as we drive around, if we need to adjust it after that, we will, but at least we'll get the lights on the same plane. And so here's one adjustment. This will help with some up and down and left to right, as well as another Torx down here on the bottom. Now this one will help do the up and down mostly. It might help with left and right, but just a little bit. It mostly does up and down. And of course this one does mostly left and right. But because of the way they're angled, it does kind of help with like a diagonal lineup as well. So we'll go ahead and get those lights adjusted. And I'm going to set you up so you can watch as the lights move on the door. All right, our headlights are pretty much adjusted. As you can see, they about hit the same spot on our line of nails on my door. But and that's where we're at. I did kind of mess up though a little bit, and I'm gonna show you how. Now I originally said this screw right here was left to right, and this one down here is up and down. Well, I am wrong. This one is actually left to right, and this one is up and down. But that's it. That's the only place where I kind of screwed up. I just figured it being on the far outside would control left or right, and the one in the middle on the bottom would be up and down, but I was wrong. So, but anyways, we got them adjusted. They're about where I want them to be for right now. We'll know for sure once we get it out on the street and take this thing for a test drive, and I can always do fine adjustments later on if need be. But for right now, our truck is pretty much roadworthy. It's all put together, looks a lot better than it did, and my daughter's going to be extremely happy with it. So, but that's it. We are done with this truck. Now it's time for me to move on to other projects I have to do around here. So, but anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. Hope this helps out some of you, because I know shop rates around here or in some places, are kind of high. And really, if you're not filming and you're doing this on your own, it will take roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours. And most of that's just trying to get it to line up and fit so you can open your door without hitting the fender, close the hood, and have it line up. But anyways, like I said, hope this helps some of you guys out. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one.